One kind of ethical theory focuses on character. The other theories that we'll talk about do focus on actions rather than character. But this also reflects the fact that when we're looking at character, we're involved in a study that might be called the theory of value, which in philosophy is called axiology, which just means, axiology, the study of values. That is virtue, vices, those are two different values. So if you're looking at the nature of someone's character, you want to say, how do we value characters? Actions, by contrast, we in ethics oftentimes classify this kind of evaluation as something in the theory of obligation. That is, we actually put that into normative ethics itself. That is, deciding on what the rules of ethics should be. That is, they are rules of actions. Now, there are other kinds of evaluations that go on in the theory of value, and I should just mention them in passing so you understand it's not just character, not just kind of virtue ethics issues, but we also, and these are related actually to some theories of obligation, that is, we do evaluate consequences. And sometimes the consequences we're evaluating are the consequences of actions. And we evaluate that they're good, they're bad, or they're neutral. Some of the theories that evaluate consequences some of the ways that theories evaluate consequences, or they claim that consequences are good in case one example of that is it produces pleasure, something called hedonism. If it produces pain, those are bad consequences. And something else that other theories, normative theories, make use of from axiology is sometimes the motives need to be evaluated, and we sometimes evaluate motives or our terms for evaluating motives or our classes, or we put motives into being good ones, evil or bad ones, and ones that are neutral. But we should notice there are these several domains of ethical evaluation. In looking at virtue ethics seems to focus on really questions of evaluating character, and we're now going to turn to a couple of theories that are in normative ethics, which we're going to try to apply to business circumstances as we are with virtue ethics, to decide what is kind of the nature of an action that people ought to do, or that is, what kinds of things make actions right or wrong. How do we decide which actions we should be performing and which we should not be performing?